G'day everybody, Aussienutz here. Today, I want to show you a little cool game that I just found out about. Not coming out yet. Q1 2026. Planned for Q1. It's going to be an early access. You know how those go. It could come out smoothly. It could be pushed back. Who knows? But it's called Red Rust Pioneers. Alright, it's made by Rusty Robot, and you can either play this game solo or up to 4 friends. And you know us, we love to grab a couple of friends and make a hell of a content quite a time of it. So if you, like me, wanted to play, and my wife and I did, we played Red Dead Redemption 2 online. It was a lot of fun. The thing that happened to bring it down, the hackers, was not fun at all. Take that out of the equation, and it would have just been the most amazing Western survival type game that we just, you know what I mean? We couldn't build on it, we know that. Well, sort of could, but couldn't in the sense like you could in, say, Valheim or something like that, but it was just a letdown. So it looks like Rusty Robot is going to bring us all of our wishes and prayers in the form of this beautiful game called Red Rust Pioneers. Basically, you can do it solo if you want, or you and some mates can go out and enjoy the open world survival game set in the dawn of the Wild West. Players must work together, or like I said, go it alone, to gather resources, brave the elements, and carve out a new life in an untamed wilderness. I mean, we're going to show you the trailer and some screenshots in a minute. I mean, it's going to speak for itself, so let me show you what I've got to show you, and then we'll dissect the trailer. So I'm going to keep the cam off until we're ready. You guys, all right, here we go. It is. So let's take a look at a couple of things here. I'll turn the music down a little bit. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. So instantly, like, I love the UI. It's got that Western look. It's subtle. You know what I mean? It's got that, like, it's not all in your face, but there's very evident that you've got survival, like, this looks like a heat. And I'm guessing the lightning bolt is energy. You've got food and water. And you've also, down the bottom there, it looks like sun and snow. So you've got weather elements as well as survival. You know, you got to feed yourself, got to eat. It looks amazing just off the bat, honestly. Got a little compass hidden under my cam there, which north, west, south. Never eat soggy wheat bix in Australian. And it looks like there's like a sundial on the left of the bottom left UI part there, which I'm wondering if it's going to show you, hopefully it goes through, you know what I mean, it moves so you can tell the time of day. I mean, you can just look up, I get that, but still. Fishing. Yes. Do you go fishing in real life? Probably not. Have you before? Yeah. Is it cool? Debatable. In games? Give me fishing in any game, we'll fish, believe me. So as you can see, the fishing rod, it looks like it's got the, look, if this is an easy fishing game, right, make it a little bit hard, yes, but like, for instance, Fallout 76 has a great fishing game that they've just introduced. It's not bad. At first, I was like, I didn't know, and then I got used to it. You know what I mean? Upgrade your rod, therefore you can catch harder, bigger, better fish, you know what I mean? So I'm hoping that in this game, the fishing game is not... Don't hate me for this. Stardew Valley without a mod. We want fishing to be easy, but have a little bit of a challenge to it. I love the look of that. See you and your mate hanging out at the local pond, having a bit of a fish, get some tucker, off you go. This is cool because if you, at the end of the day, like this is like you know, as a content creator, like I could sit here for hours without having to get off the chair and just go to the toilet, grab a drink, whatever. This looks like a good time to just hang out with everybody, get up, go grab a drink, and just let everybody watch us sit here by the campfire. I mean, this looks nice and cozy to me. Love the logo, by the way. It's the little things. All right, look at that. Look. I got a question. Are we going to have to cork our wagons just to get through water? I'm just asking because playing this beautiful game here, get in loser, we're going to die of dysentery, recently had its many challenges. It was a good game. What was the game called again? Oh my god. Honey, quick. Yes, that game. Oregon Trail, thank you. Yes, I forgot the name then. God, it was a good series. Anyway, you had to cork your wagon. So are we going to have to cork our wagons? I don't know. Like, I'm just saying, it's a question that has to be asked because it had to be done, right? To get across these rivers. But as it panned down, did you see how far? It just looks gorgeous. There's a lot of Wild West to go out there and have some fun. And it's got oxes as well. Like, see, hang on. Let me get rid of my face real quick. As you can see there. So somebody's on the wagon, and you and your compadres, 2 are walking, one's on the horse. And this is Platte River Valley. So let's have a look. So you've got your water, your food, your energy, and your health. So those are accounted for. And I just realized I answered the main question that I asked before. Yes, see that red sun on the as it's going up? It looks like that will go up towards around. Hang on, let me show my mouse. Here we go. This one right here. I think that's going to go all the way to give you a good visualization instead of just looking up at the sun and getting a glaring face of sun. All right, here we go. I love the heat waves. I don't know if it's going to be for everybody. Maybe you can, I don't know, because, you know, a lot of people get motion sickness, so maybe it's a thing that they can put in and tone down. But for me, I love the heat effect. Reminds me of being down under again. Bloody scorcher. This is interesting. This. I don't know if the devs are paying homage to Oregon Trail. I couldn't remember the name of the game, but like I said, I don't know if they're paying homage to that game because it was a side scroller, right? You played the original. Many of you guys played the original. I know you did. But when we played the remake recently, like, oh my god, it was friggin' awesome. Like, let's just say there was some sad stories. You got attached to your characters in that game, but this feels like a homage to that Oregon Trail game, the side scroller part. I don't know if this is just like a cutscene. I don't know. It'd be kind of cool if this was able to be seen in the game as well. I don't know how this circumstance came up, but it could be transition screen. Who knows? We'll keep on going. See, this right here is awesome. Just this picture. Now I'm going to take my cam away again. As you can see down here, it looks like you can see where your camp is set up, and you've got tree icons. So you're going to be able to visually, obviously you could look at it here. You can see trees. Okay. But it doesn't look like every tree is covered. So is there certain trees that can be cut down? I don't know. Maybe I'm dissecting a little bit too much, but this is what I love to do in games like this. I get excited, man. I cannot wait. Cannot wait. This is beautiful. I love this. So for me, when I was playing, I'm going to reference Red Dead Redemption, and the developers do that in the press kit as well. That, you know, it's just some talking points, which I'm sort of grabbing from, but I'm actually talking from experience as well. This is really cool. When I was playing Red Dead, you know how you could, Arthur, I got a plan, Arthur. And you'd open up your book and you would see Arthur's travels, what he'd seen, what he's experienced, the joys and woes that he's been going through. This is kind of cool. I like this idea as well. So it looks like get you cooking recipe farming. Could that be, I don't know. I don't know how to put it. Is it recipes? Farming elements like, you got this many seeds on you. You know what I mean? Like, the other question is, how long are you going to be staying in the one position? Like, for most of us, we check out a map. Like, we'll be playing, for instance, I'm going to go with Grounded 1 for a great example. You'll start a grounded game, if you played it before, you know that there's one pebble by the pond that is just the most amazing, as flat as you're going to get at surface in the whole map. Everybody congregated to it until they started building up in the trees, in the big oak tree or walnut tree. Oh, sorry. And So are we gonna have to keep on, like, I mean, technically you can build a house out in Wild West, but most people kept traveling until they found that town, you know what I mean? Like, till they got to their destination. So are we going to be able to constantly have to build, break down? I don't know this. I got so many questions, I really do. Hopefully Rusty and the crew will be able to give us some good feedback on that when we ask the questions. I did have an FAQ, but I was a day late and I jumped into the server and I seen that they had it. I didn't see that was one of the questions asked, but you know what? Doesn't matter. We're still going to have fun with the game anyway. Rotation. Everybody loves a good rotation in a building game, right? Are we going to be able to place a lot of these things down individually and have it rotated? Is there going to be snapping involved? I know. Look, we're in the Outback, right? We're in the Wild West, whatever. For me, the Outback. And you're going to place your tent down. Of course, you're not going to have, grids like, it's going to be perfect. It's just going to be like, place it here. Looks like there's a bit of flat ground here. We're going to place the tent there. Excellent. Let's bunk up for the night. But it'll be kind of cool if there is building elements, like as in housing, that we have snapping. I don't know. I haven't seen much other than what you guys are seeing. I got some screenshots to show you as well. But snapping would be good. Just letting you know. A lot of hunting in this game as well. I mean, it's Wild West. You're not going to go down to the local bloody deli or the butcher's and say, you get some meat, mate. Well, in this circumstance, not out here anyway. Yes, in town, but yeah, it looks like hunting is in. I like the idea of hunting to be able to survive and, enjoy the game and, slowly building your character or between you and your friends up. There's so many questions I've got. Oh my God. Again, fishing. Was that a berry? I think that was a berry. It looked like a berry. Yeah. Dangers are also out in the Wild West. Ugh. To me, that would have been an insta-kill. You would have just exploded. So I'm going to show you some screenies as well, guys, here real quick. Hopefully we get our hands on this sooner than later. But all the information to be able to wish list, go join the Discord is going to be in the comments below. So please go check it out. Jump on there, say Aussie sent me. These are just screenshots from the looks like from the trailer. But again, I just noticed this sound. I like that idea. The more sound you make, guess what? You're not getting it. You're not getting anything. Oh, look at this. Here's some. Ooh, okay. Let's talk about this. You have planted a Saskatoon berry seedling. So, I love the farm patches. Absolutely love the farm patches. So it looks like 3, 6, 9 numbers. 3, 6, 9. So nine plantable. Like, this is probably going to change per crop, I'm sure. But 9 berry plants. It looks like they're all berries in here that you can plant. It looks like a pretty straightforward plant, water, you know what I mean? Harvest, which is good. We don't need complicated all the time in games. We just need. I'm here to have a good time playing the game for a long time, not a frustrating time. Does that make sense? As you see here, we've got the beautiful tent set up, which we did see rotating. I like the depth of field as well when it comes to the axes. A lot of people they're not fans of depth of field, but maybe that can be turned off. I don't know. I like it personally. Does an axe blur in real life when you're I don't know. It doesn't matter. Look at that gorgeous countryside. How many times have we ridden in Red Dead Redemption 2, mind you, through a canyon where I forget what it's called now. But just seeing those massive hills on the side. Oh, man, mountains as well. Again, did I mention fishing? Fishing looks like it's going to be a cool thing to do in the game. And I love the look of the water. You can sort of see it in the trailer, but and I'll put a link to the trailer as well in the description so you can see it in your 4K glory. But yeah, I love the rain effects. A lot of games don't bring in rain and weather effects because of like stress on the computer or whatever. It's kind of strange. So like Grounded, I'm going to say Grounded 1 and Grounded 2, for instance, has zero weather effects at all. And it's such a shame because I think it adds a dynamic to all survival games. It's loud. It's a bit loud, like it gets foggy like it is. So like, if there's something out, it just adds a bit of element of a danger to it. It's also good that hopefully the devs are going to watch this and realize that if you have plants, if you've got a farm area, that when it rains, let those plant areas be watered. Don't be like those games where it rains but it doesn't water your crops. Don't. No. Water the crops. I speak for all of us. Also see the freezing meter is going up here. I'm just saying. I'm advocating for everybody here, hopefully. Again, hunting. I love it. It's just survival. You got to survive. You got to go out and get your munchies and your meat and stuff. So we're getting into some doubles here, I think. No, here we go. Oh, camp stew. Oh my God. I have this every Sunday. Camp stew. 1 raw hare meat, 1 wild onion, yampa root, and some water. Nourishing but simple meal you can cook in a single pot. That there tells me that there's some cool recipes that are being introduced into the game, and is going to require you to not only go out and hunt, but to pick from your crops or just from the land itself. So, oh God. Again, I'm getting pumped. This isn't out yet. Why not? My wife says she's the excitement plus. She loves to cook. In games. I cook a mean couple of pieces of toast. Anyway, look at this. We're just hanging out, but like, it's a hard day. Trying to survive out in the Wild West. And here we are, having a bloody good time, chilling at night by the fire, being eaten alive by mosquitoes. You hear the slaps. It's authentic, right? All right, here we go. Also, you can see by the moon, I'm guessing this is the apex, so this would be 12. Midnight or midday, depending on. And then you've got the bears. The bear's like, oh, mate, I'm going to come eat you. I'm going to swipe your bloody face off, eh? I'm going to cook you for me cubs. So, again, hunting is going to be a bit dangerous there. I love this. This is cool. You know how in some games you're like, Sons of the Forest 2 is a good example. You would see I think that was a game where you see the logs on your shoulders from memory. Anyway, I love this added view. This is cool. You got axe in one hand, log in the other. I don't know how tedious gathering's going to be. I'm hoping that building in general is going to feel fun. Going to feel rewarding. We don't want to have to go out and farm 100 logs for one sidewall. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. So if you love games like Valheim, Green Hell, or Raft, have you played Raft? Raft is a great game, man. We had so much fun in Raft. That's some of the games that it's been sort of held up against. And again, you've got the beautiful view here. You've got some bones on the rock here. Are we going to encounter enemies of any type besides, nature's bears and whatnot? Who knows? I'm pretty sure we're going to. The other tent was brown, so this one's white. I don't know if you can customize and change. I don't know. There's just so many questions, man. Why aren't we playing this now? I don't know, but that's fine. Rusty and crew, they're going to bring it out. We're going to have a lot of fun with this, guys. I really hope that this video has got you excited and pumped. We're going to watch the trailer once more time before we end. So here's some talking points that I wanted to cover. So you got to gather, hunt, and craft to survive in the harsh western wilderness. I'm hoping that, you know how some games when you jump in and let's just say it's just like so harsh. I'm going to go Atlas and your vitamins, I think from memory, was one of the bad parts about that game. You needed vitamins to survive or something like that. It was so long ago now. But it made the game really unbearable, but we trucked through anyway because, we're idiots, my wife and I. That's just what we do. We truck through. We piss and moan, but we truck through. So I'm hoping that survival isn't going to be too bad. or there's going to be different difficulty settings for folks that want a harder, tough go at it, or some folks that are more cozy and don't want to have to worry about it too much, but still want that element of, you know, I could die if I don't eat or drink. So you're going to be able to explore a vibrant, atmospheric, but dangerous open world. I can't wait to see the map size. We have no idea what the map size is. It could be, is it massive? Is it going to be early access like our Grounded 2? So you're going to big chunk of map, but there's sectors that haven't been brought into the game yet, and early access is going to open them up. That'd be kind of cool. This is awesome. Endure brutal weather and battle unforgiving environmental hazards. Imagine you're going through in a canyon. You hear what sounds like a bit of a rock falling, and then, like, you know, a little pebble, tick, 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 and then next minute you're looking up at this big ass boulder coming down on your head. Could happen. We don't know. Does that mean thunder and lightning could really stuff up your camp like Icarus? Remember Icarus? Have you played Icarus? When that thundered and lightning, I mean, if you had a full wooden house and it got struck by lightning, you're not going to have it there for long at all. Like, we've seen it plenty of times. Oh, that's a beautiful house. Oh, shivers. Why is it not? Oh, anyway, that's Icarus. Build and upgrade camps, crafting better gear to unlock new opportunities. Bless you. Bless you again. Fish in the beautiful lakes and rivers of Red Rust Valley. See, again, loving the fish. I don't know anybody that didn't mod Stardew Valley, if you didn't like the fishing there, that didn't like fishing. Farm and harvest crops to become self-sufficient. So this tells me, just quickly, I don't want to drag on too long. I kind of do, but I don't. You guys have got precious time. I want to see, when we cut to play this, I want to see what you guys can come up with, where you plant your housing flag, as they say, and what you make of your surroundings. I think that's going to be cool. I think there's going to be points. Can each person build where they want, or are we going to sort of build a town together? Oh, so many questions. So many questions. Play solo or up to 4-player co-op. So they've got sharing tasks and surviving together. Sharing tasks. I like that idea. I'm building my tent so I can have a good night's sleep. So you help me and I'll try and get to help you afterwards. Or bunk up with me. So who is Rusty Robot, you may ask? It's been developed by Rusty Robot, and it's a small independent-owned UK game development studio with a passion of handcrafted, immersive experiences. Founded and led by games industry veteran Drew Wilkins, who brings over 25 years of experience across PC, console, mobile, and web games. So this could tell me that those that love gamepad and only playing with gamepad and prefer to do so over mouse and keyboard, you are in luck. Hopefully gamepad is part of the main game off the bat. Please, Rusty? Thank you. All right, let's watch this again, and then we'll call it quits. There it is, my friends. Thank you so much for watching. Rusty Robot and, the crew is going to bring us a beautiful, beautiful game that we've been logging to play, but nobody has sort of brought to the table in a way that we want to so far. I mean, there's so many games out there. Valheim, like I said, is one of them. Green Hell. Red Dead Redemption 2 is as close as you're going to get to a very fleshed out, pretty well-made Western. For, Red Dead as well, number one. But I'm talking like a build, as we do in, say, Valheim or Grounded. So, guys, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments. Please go wish list, jump on the Discord, say g'day, tell them Aussie sent you, and I'll hopefully see you out in the Wild West. Have a good one, guys. Uru.